Hi everyone, it's Michael here, and again, we received an entry-level gaming laptop with updated internals from Intel. This is Gigabyte's turn with its latest Sabre 15. Design-wise, Sabre 15 still won't get any beauty or slimness awards if that's a concern. Most of it is just flat black in color with a Gigabyte logo on the back, which makes this laptop only get the least amount of attention from afar. As you see, Sabre 15 has some gaming style sharp corners and lines around it, more or less the same as any other laptop manufactured by Clevo. Build quality is understandably basic with totally untextured finishing. It's not exactly bad, but it's going to look greasy over time. The display is a key selling point of the Sabre 15 since we can enjoy this 15-inch Full HD IPS panel with good contrast and brightness, added with 100% sRGB color coverage, making it better than a few other similarly priced laptops. Connectivity options are always a blessing here. Starting right, there's a dual audio jack, one USB 2.0, one USB 3.0 port, a slightly redesigned exhaust port, and a Kensington lock. To the left, there's a charging port, LAN port, 2 mini DPs, HDMI, USB 3.1 Type-C, one USB 3.0, and one SD card slot. As long as the 6-core Coffee Lake i7s are considerably more expensive than Kaby Lake, the pricing offered by Gigabyte is actually reasonable. The Core i7-8750H here is somehow about 5% slower than the average we've tested in synthetic benchmarks, but I don't think that's a deal breaker. Mine comes with a 4GB GTX 1050, which is able to run ROTR at very high settings or Deus Ex AMD on high. There certainly are also going to be 1050 Ti and 1060 options. Unfortunately, there is no quick access door to the internals, in which you can access 2 RAM slots with an 8GB memory already in place, a 7200 RPM drive, and also an optional 128GB M.2 SATA SSD, in which you can also place an NVMe drive. Heat management here consists of a dual fan, dual heatsink system, each only connected to their own set of heat pipes, with CPU and GPU heat pipes being separated. It goes up to 80 degrees centigrade during stress test, despite the CPU only goes up to 60. I think this is a consequence of having the heat pipes separated. Good thing is, it's always cool above the keyboard. Keep in mind that one fan exhausts to the rear, while the other one to the right. Again, I think it's always better to have the exhaust directed to the left, since it might heat up your hand when you're using a mouse. Everything else should be quite familiar. After typing a while, the keyboard kind of feels soft and lightweight despite the relatively short key travel. You have a 3-stage RGB lighting below organized in 3 individually adjustable zones, not as many as the ROG GL503 with 4 zones. A new control center offering more functions is accessible by pressing Fn+/. Here, you can access system monitor, basic settings, RGB lighting, and macro functions. Trackpad already feels better and more accurate, more so since the hardware buttons below are not going anywhere. The removable battery is still stuck at 48 watt-hours, lasting only 3 to 4 hours on light usage. Meanwhile, the included 120 watt adapter is quite big even though looking thin. Finally, speaker quality is not a strong point here. It sounds muffled and limited to mediocre volume levels. Gigabyte was always about good price to performance ratio since the Sabre 15 first came out. At about $1,300, this is almost as low as a 6-core laptop can get nowadays. Of course, you can still add about $100 and get the older GTX 1060 to equip Kaby Lake version instead. But as long as you really need more cores and putting graphics performance aside, a hexa-core i7 might make a good investment. Even better if you just wait for a 1060 version. Conclusion is, the Sabre 15 V8 should fit everyone who wants functionality with flexible upgradability, decent screen, and an extensive port collection. RGB lighting is also a bonus for some. Will definitely be good as your first gaming laptop or mobile workstation if a desktop PC is no longer your thing. So what do you think about it? Is this model actually worth it? Don't be shy to comment below. Also, consider to leave a like and share this video, and as always, have a nice day.